Hello students, welcome to KMPS Educates, and we are beginning with the second chapter, that is from hunting gathering to growing food. So in the beginning of the chapter you will see a paragraph about Tushar's strange journey. So Tushar was going from Delhi to Chennai for his cousin's wedding, and like we all do whenever we travel in a train, he was squeezing out of the window to see what's there and what is going past. So he was looking out of the window, and then his uncle told him that trains were used about 150 years ago. Like you can imagine, 150 years ago, trains began to use, and after that, few decades later, people started using buses for traveling from one place to another. So Tushar began to wonder, or he started wondering, when people couldn't travel quickly from one place to another, did they spend their entire lives wherever they were born? So he was constantly thinking about that. Ki if people couldn't travel from one place to another, how did they live, or how did they spend their lives? Did they spend their lives on a one place only? So he was thinking about that only. Okay. So the question is, the earliest people, why were they on the move? So we'll get to know this key, why the earliest people and why the skill gatherers, they were on the move. Why don't they stayed at a permanent place? So there are four reasons of it. People who lived near 2 million years ago were called hunter gatherers today. Like जो people बहुत time पहले रहा करते थे, we used to call them hunter gatherers. And so there are four reasons why they were on the move. They moved from place to place because of the following reasons. So we have four reasons. First is if they had stayed at one place for a long time, like if they have मतलब like एक ही प्लेस पे वो अगर 2-3 years तक रह गए सेम प्लेस पे, सो दे वुड हैव फिनिश्ड ऑल द अवेलेबल रिसोर्सेज, जितनी भी वहां पे रिसोर्सेज होगी, लाइक प्लांट्स, एनिमल्स, वहां के आसपास का जो भी रिसोर्सेज होगा जो उनको खाने के लिए चाहिए, वुड, वो सारा वो लोग खत्म कर चुके होंगे. सो फॉर द रीजन, मतलब इसी रीजन की वजह से उनको मूव करना पड़ता था टाइम टू टाइम. लाइक अगर एक ही जगह पे रहते तो सारी रिसोर्सेज वहां की खत्म हो जाती. सो दैट्स व्हाई दे हैव टू मूव एल्सवेयर इन सर्च ऑफ फूड और इन सर्च ऑफ वाटर, इन सर्च ऑफ everything they need. Second reason is animals move from place to place in search of their prey or in search of their food. और जो vegetarian animals होते हैं, like जो only grass and leaves खाते हैं, so they move places to place because they need their food, they need their prey, so they move from place to place. So that is why those who hunted them had to follow their movements. Like एनिमल्स इधर से उधर तो घूमते रहते हैं, वो तो एक जगह पे परमानेंटली नहीं रहते हैं. बट जो पीपल है, जो एनिमल्स को हंट करते हैं, जो एनिमल्स को हंट करके खाते हैं, सो दे हैव टू फॉलो देयर मूवमेंट so that they can catch those animals and kill them for their dinner or whatever they do. So third reason is plants and trees bear fruits in different seasons. Like different plants bear fruits in different seasons. Like in summers we do get mangoes in the market, but in winters we do get apples. In winters we don't get mangoes, but we get apples. So every fruit, every vegetables have their different season to grow. So that's the another reason. So people have to move from season to season in search of different kinds of plants, different kind of fruits, different kinds of vegetables. So people have to move season to season. Like summer में वो कहीं और जगह रहता है, winter पे वो कहीं और जगह रहते हैं, autumn season में वो कहीं और जगह रहते हैं. So that's why movement was important. Fourth point is everybody needs water. Like water is the basic essential source for everybody's livelihood. So water is found in lakes, streams, rivers, water, or while like water is found in ponds also. But there are some rivers which are seasonal rivers, like you can say जो कुछ कुछ rivers ऐसी होती है जिनमें सिर्फ summer में पानी आता है, एंड कुछ कुछ रिवर्स ऐसी होती है जिनमें सिर्फ विंटर्स में पानी आता है, बाकी पूरे समर वो ड्राई रहती है, और कुछ कुछ रिवर्स में समर में पानी आता है, विंटर वो ड्राई रहती है. So there are also some rivers. So the people जो people who are living on their banks would have to go in search of water during the dry seasons, winter and summer. We can, like, whenever the dry season comes, whenever the rivers water get away or it get dry, so people have to move from one place to another in the search of water also. So these are the four reasons why the earliest people always on the move. Next question is, how do we know about these people? Like, what are the reasons? What are the what you can say? What are the proofs which we can see to know about these people? So, what are the things which different people have found about the earliest people? So, the archaeologists have found some of the things hunter-gatherers made and used. So, जो archaeologists थे उन्होंने काफी चीजें ढूंढी हैं. Like, it is likely that people made and used stones of tools, wood, and bone, of which stone tools have survived best. People have made, like the earliest people, hunter gatherers, have used stones in a very efficient way. They use stones for like cutting. They have used stone for digging the ground. They have used stone for stitching clothes, like the clothes which are made of animal skins. The hunter gatherers have used, they have carved stone in such a way so that it can use for stitching clothes, it can use for digging the ground, and stones have very different uses in the earliest times. Some of these stone tools were used to cut meat and bone. Some of the stones are carved in a shape of a knife, so they can cut the meat and bones. They can cut the scrap of the from the trees, like trees को छीलने के लिए. Today we use axe ना, axe हम लोग axe use करते हैं tree को काटने के लिए. So in the previous time there were no such things, so the hunter gatherers carved stones in such a way so they can use in different ways, like for chopping fruits, like for chopping vegetables, chopping roots. So today we use knife. We have knife. We can cut anything. But in the earliest people, they use stones in very different ways. So stone have a very important role in the previous life. So next question. Next is not a question. So next we have the map where archaeologists have found evidence of hunter-gatherers. So the question is choosing a place to live in. So the people who were used to live in the past, they have to choose a place with every resource available. Like there should be plants, there should be animals to hunt, there should be food, vegetable, fruits, whatever they need to survive. So they choose a particular place where everything is available nearby. So in this map, there are some important archaeological sites and you can see them one by one. Like the the sites with the red triangles are the sites where archaeologists have found evidence of hunter-gatherers. Red triangles, like you can see Bhimbetka, Hangsi, Kurnool caves. So these three are the sites where archaeologists have found their evidence. So like there are some paintings or there are different things which archaeologists have, like which hunter-gatherers have used in the past. So there are some proofs or evidence of them. Next we have rock paintings and what they tell us. So there are various rock paintings which were carved or which were painted in the past. And what did they tell us? We'll study in this chapter. What do they tell us? So this is a painting from a rock shelter. What do you think about this painting? What this painting is telling you? So people used to paint in this way in the past. So what I can assume or what I can analyze from this painting is that this is an animal, or it's this is probably a deer, and a man is trying to catch the deer. So this is a painting which is telling us that a man is a man is trying to catch a deer. Okay. Next we have an archaeological site, that is Bhimbetka. It is in Madhya Pradesh, and in this place uh, hunter-gatherers have lived in the past. Their evidence are found here, and many of the caves in which these early people lived have paintings on the walls. So, like in this site also, in Bhimbetka, there are various paintings on the walls from which we can analyze that hunter-gatherers used to live here, and they have used these caves for the shelter from the weather and for their livelihood. So some of the best examples are from Madhya Pradesh and southern Uttar Pradesh. Like in Madhya Pradesh, we have various caves where we can find the evidence of hunter-gatherers, and in Uttar Pradesh also there are various caves. So these paintings show wild animals drawn with great accuracy and skill. Like the painting which I have shown you earlier, this is a painting from a rock shelter. So you can see it is well designed, or you say it is well skilled, and it is drawn with a great accuracy. Like we can clearly, it is seen that it's a animal running, and a man is trying to catch that animal. So people were very talented, or you can say they were very skillful. They used to paint in a very skillful manner. So that's all for this video. Next we'll continue this chapter in the next video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.